go-home episodes of both Raw and SmackDown Live have now aired, which means we are now on the fast lane to WrestleMania. Now, many fans believe that we don't need another pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Since the Elimination Chamber is a dual-branded pay-per-view, any loose ends or feuds can be built at that pay-per-view, and Fastlane just seems to have mostly filler matches before we reach the big one. Nevertheless, this pay-per-view has occurred annually since 2015, and this year's card is looking pretty good. But just who will come out the victor? Will any championships change hands? Well, let's look and see as we make our predictions for Fastlane 2019. Number 1. Rey Mysterio vs Andrade ends in a time limit draw. Andrade and Rey Mysterio have met in the ring numerous times on SmackDown Live. Whether it was in a simple one-on-one match, tag team match or triple threat, they continue to put on tremendous matches with high-flying lucha action on the blue brand every time they meet in the ring. Sadly, their encounter for Fastlane has been relegated to the dreaded Kickoff show. Now, why has it been put on the Kickoff show? Well, simple. WWE actually wants fans to tune in and watch it. Simply put, if WWE decided to put a mediocre match on the pre-show, most fans will skip it entirely in favour of just watching the main show. This bout is sure to be exciting, and fans will want to tune in to watch it. We were hoping that the WWE would save their next encounter for WrestleMania, as it's been rumoured the two will face off in a hair versus mask match, but this is only speculation. The match could still happen though, as this could see Andrade and Rey battling to a time limit draw, leading to a final bout at WrestleMania with this stipulation. Number 2. The Usos will retain the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship against The Miz and Shane McMahon. The Miz and Shane McMahon shocked the wrestling world when they banded together and defeated The Bar at the Royal Rumble to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. They didn't hang on to them for long, as they would be defeated by the Usos at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Unhappy with the defeat, The Miz pleaded for one more chance, and this time he promised he won't let Shane McMahon or his father down. The Usos granted them another opportunity to prove once again that they can beat them. Now, after their match at the Elimination Chamber, many fans thought they would see early signs of a breakup, and that could have been possible in the way The Miz acted backstage, frustrated with the defeat. But he apologised on SmackDown and just asked for another chance. It's extremely likely that these two will not last as a tag team, and a breakup seems obvious. Just who will be the one to turn is anybody's guess, but since WWE will hint that it will be The Miz, possibly going back to his heelish ways, WWE could swerve us all by having Shane turn on him instead, leading to an explosive feud at WrestleMania. Rumours of a Shane McMahon heel turn surfaced when he won the WWE World Cup tournament at the Crown Jewel, but WWE nixed these plans after they addressed the low ratings after the Christmas holidays. We think those plans will be used now. Personally, we don't like The Miz as a face. His character was so much better as a heel, and we're still in hope WWE takes him back to the dark side. Number 3. The Boss and Hug Connection will lose the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship to Nia Jax and Tamina. Sasha Banks and Bayley made history at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view by becoming the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions by defeating 5 other teams to win the belts. Of course, this is under the WWE brand, as there have been WWF Women's Tag Team Champions in the past, but the belt was deactivated in 1989. But regardless of history, they were the best team to win the gold, and they should hold the belts until WrestleMania, going in as champions. However, something tells us WWE will briefly take it off them, as Jax and Tamina will pick up the win this Sunday. Fear not, however, as we should see the Boss and Hug Connection winning the titles back on Raw a week or two later, when Team Bestie, aka Lita and Trish, challenge them in a dream match on the grandest stage of them all. Number 4. Asuka will retain the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship against Mandy Rose. We haven't seen much of the Blue Brand's Women's Champion lately, as it seems WWE has chosen to put more emphasis going into WrestleMania on the Raw Women's title, concentrating more on the feud between Lynch, Flair and Ronda Rousey. Things haven't been great for Asuka as of late, as she was defeated by Mandy Rose in a non-title match on the 19th February edition of SmackDown Live. This was thanks to a distraction from Lacey Evans, who strangely has just been walking in and walking out during random moments of both Raw and SmackDown. Things got even worse between the two in their match at a WWE live event in White Plains, New York, as the referee was forced to stop the match after Asuka was reportedly dropped on her head after a spot went terribly wrong. Thankfully, she was not injured and tweeted that she was okay. She confirmed she didn't suffer a concussion or a neck injury. This feud, however, screams rubber booking. Rose got the win on SmackDown in a non-title match conveniently, so it could suggest that Asuka is going to get the win at Fastlane. We're pretty sure WWE would want her to head into WrestleMania as champion. As for her opponent at Mania, we have no idea other than they're trying to push Lacey Evans heavily and may insert her into the title picture after Fastlane. Number 5. The Shield will defeat Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. Cheers erupted throughout the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, as Roman Reigns made his return to WWE after 4 months and happily announced his leukemia is in remission and he's now able to wrestle again. While Reigns didn't want to pursue the Universal Championship just yet, he had one request to Seth Rollins. That is, he wants to get the Shield together for one last time. Interestingly, WWE seems to have shrewdly mentioned Ambrose leaving after Mania, something that none of the announcers or Ambrose has made mention of on television. After a night of will he or won't he, Ambrose came to help his brethrens even the odds as Lashley, McIntyre and Corbin surrounded the two around the ring ready to attack. The Shield will no doubt be as strong as ever in this match, as this could be the last time they wrestle together before Dean Ambrose leaves the WWE. We are certain that somebody will be triple powerbombed through the announcers table though. This match also might lead to the feud of Roman Reigns and the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, as they are rumoured to go head to head at WrestleMania. Number 6. Becky Lynch will defeat Charlotte Flair and she will be added back into the WWE Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 35. Rather than book a simple A to B route, WWE has completely convoluted this storyline. Becky is suspended and now she's not. The title is vacant. Oh, wait a minute, it's not now. Becky's in the match? Nope, not yet. They really couldn't have just simply booked a match between Lynch and Flair, where the winner goes to Mania? Nope, as it's obvious from the start that Vince wanted this to be a triple threat match. Mainly because he wants 2 wrestlers in the match that will still be in the WWE on a weekly basis after WrestleMania, as rumours of Rousey stepping away in the hopes of starting a family have surfaced. It's also because if somebody gets legitimately injured, they will still be able to make it a one-on-one. Becky is still the underdog in this match, as she is still kayfabe injured, so how is she going to defeat Charlotte and get back into the match? Well, it's just a theory, but she may do with the help of Ronda Rousey. Think about it, Rousey protested that Becky should be in the match and deserved this title shot. She also wants to prove that she can beat the both of them, and this could also be a way of protecting Charlotte in some way, as this wouldn't be a clean victory, thus not diminishing her credibility at WrestleMania. Number 7. The Revival will retain the Raw Tag Team Championship. After floundering on the roster for almost 2 years, the Revival finally managed to win the Raw Tag Team Championship, but after the win, WWE booked them in their usual way, suffering back-to-back losses in non-title matches against Ricochet and Aleister Black on Raw. Hopefully, WWE still sees sense and will let them retain the titles at Fastlane. Both Ricochet and Black have been booked strong, but we're hoping the Revival retains without them being pinned. Chad Gable or Bobby Roode will surely take the pin. And number 8. Daniel Bryan retains the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. Originally, WWE had plans of Kofi Kingston, who has displayed incredible heart and passion, fight his way to number 1 contendership. But it was taken away in an instant, as before the match could be made official, with a contract signing, Vince McMahon showed up and announced Kofi is no longer the number 1 contender, and revealed that the number 1 contender would now be the returning Kevin Owens, who has been away from the WWE recovering from a knee injury. This is a much different Kevin Owens, but sadly, even though he is deserving of a championship run as WWE screwed him over Goldberg for the Universal title, he is simply filler for Kofi, who will no doubt get his championship match at Mania. WWE has done tremendous work with this storyline, as they will not just waste a match between Bryan and Kofi on a filler pay-per-view, they will save it for WrestleMania, continuing the trend of Kofi Mania. For that reason alone, it only makes sense that Bryan will retain the championship this Sunday. But what are your predictions for Fastlane? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.